together the sky pond. Well, not such a good day today, a little bit overcast, a little bit cloudy, not too bad, still warm. Got a few jobs I want to get done today, first one being a bit of a tidy up. I'll spin camera around and let you have a quick look. A bit of a tidy up in the garden. Look at that, I'm a bit annoyed at that. I patched in some grass where a lot of my grass had got burnt off with dogs using it as a bathroom. A couple of little patches where I cut it too short in the heat of the summer a couple of weeks ago, but look at the colour difference. So we've gone from this normal, well, a lot of that's clover in there as well, like, but it doesn't grow as fast as grass, so I'm happy to keep that stuff. But the grass there, you can see the definite difference in the two types of grass that I've got growing in my garden. Looks a right mess when it starts to get a bit longer because it stands out like a sore thumb. Yeah, so today I'm going to give the pondoAir out because there's a few bits down low there that are from the lilies that they've been chomping on and spawning through. That's settled to the bottom a little bit, so I'm going to get that vacked up, cleaned out. Fish are all doing good, apart from I think I might have one that ain't too cracky. It looks to have lost a lot of weight, and it's one of the shower. I'm trying to see if I can spot it now. The problem that I've got is two that are very, very similar to each other, and I haven't noticed, but it does look to have lost a lot of weight. But it's hiding somewhere in and amongst that lot. So I might get a few of these fish out, boil them up, have a check over that particular fish. And the other one is this chap's slime coat has come back quite thick again, which I might take it for a scrape, get the other one scraped and have that checked out, because it's a bit of an indication to cost you, I believe. But I've got no fish flashing, and I've had them tested just a couple of weeks ago and no signs of anything, and did 3 fish down to my local koi suppliers and had nothing come up. So no fish flashing, no clamp fins. But this one particular fish just looks, is just down there, just looks to have lost a bit of weight. It's a bit thin, so could be a growth spurt I suppose, but just looks a little thinner than what I remember looking at it. But anyway, yeah, we'll see how it does. It's feeding fine, no clamp fins, it's not, you know, feeling sorry for itself or sulking at the bottom of the pond or anything. It's coming up regular, so I'm a bit unsure. But yeah, what we're going to do, general filter clean. Oh, what I did try, and what I did actually put in, the Bakki shower. It's been in for a week, and I'm going to say it's going to be disgusting when I have a look at it. I put in just one layer of fine filter floss, but tucked it slightly back a little bit. Should I have any problems or cause any blockages, it could still overflow and run back through. The water level's maintaining the same level now, so the Weir's worked. I'm not losing any water, which I was losing maybe an inch every 3 to 4 days. So that's one good bonus. The plants inside are still alive, so looks slightly different than everybody else's baby tier. It looks like it might have got some fresh growth growing on it as well. It looks slightly bigger. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get the tripod set up, stick you on a little bit of a stand, and then we'll do a bit of a time lapse and move forward through of me doing the general grass cut, pond back out, filter clean, Bakki shower inspection. Let's see how much. I mean, it's not picking up a lot of stuff, but I want to see how much it's polishing off in the fines. So I'll get right back to you with that one. there we go guys, garden looking a bit tidier. I think hanging baskets have seen the best. Could do with a couple of new plants to go in them, but border's all tidied up. I think those little plants down there and that one down there have been feeding the local snails and slugs for long enough. Trim back the acer tree a little bit, trim back those plants in the corner there to expose the little bush because it was getting a bit drooped over the top. Box for the bin, bag of rush. Off camera I give the old dog's garden toilet area a quick turnover, little forest park area from I go to. So now to the pond. You get this fair bit of plant matter on the bottom down there, and I don't want that to foul the water. I started increasing my nitrate, so I'm going to get this stones, the border removed, and then I lift up the netting and just pin it to the washing line, which is just above there. Just hook it up, give it a quick vac out, clean the filter underneath there, clean the filters inside there, and then before I do so, let's have a quick look at this Bakki shower and see just how much for 4 days of running through filter moss has collected. Wow. And there's me thinking I had a clean source coming from mid-water. Well, if it's in there, it's not in there. So that's a bonus. I get this cleaned off, put a fresh piece in, set it running again. Get right back to you. Already got a few little fireballs in there as well. Let's see how big this needs to be. I don't think it's going to matter if we put it in its full size. Took it down one side more than the other. Not the easiest of tasks to try and get this in one-handed. If I leave it slightly exposed to the back there, any blockages, and it'll be able to overflow. There you go, fresh piece. I'm going to check that in a day or two, see what it's like, because that's 4 days, and that's pretty grim. Look at the state. Nothing big, but it's all fines. So this is pulling it out. This is brilliant, this filter floss. But that piece has seen better days. Right. Just hold on guys, when we get back over. This is dodgy. There we go. Tom's back. Oh, there's Zeus. He's not been too well these last few days. He's had a bit of a urine infection. Took him to the vets on last Sunday as an emergency because he couldn't go to the toilet. It cost £350. It's like the world's most expensive weed. But main thing is he's on the mend, so his antibiotics are kicking in, clearing it up, and he's getting better. So that's the main thing. Right, we'll get the netting off, get the pond vac set up, get this backed out, and then I'll have a go at perhaps maybe following up the big fish and seeing if I can catch the one that's not looking too cracky. What do you reckon, Zeus? Eh? Good boy. Right, get right back to you guys. So guys, yeah, the joys of having a net on your pond. Well, makes it a pain in the bum for doing this kind of thing. Obviously I've got to remove all those stones, the toppings, take back up the netting and then hang it from the washing line suspended over the top with just a little bit of wire just to keep it up out of the way. That means I can get in then back out the bottom of the pond without having to get in there and give it a good clean. The plus side, obviously no predators can get your fish, and unlike Andy, which sorry for your loss mate, with a net on your pond you don't have any fish jumping out, but it does look unsightly. It's not as nice as being able to view them without that net in between, but it has its plus sides and it has its negatives. Negatives being something like this. And there's Zeus just coming to check, make sure I've done everything I should have done. Right, I'll get you set up on the tripod and we'll get this backed out, cleaned up. Get right back to you. Right guys, now he's on. It's going to be difficult for you to see because it is difficult for me to see. Most the mess and waste gone off the bottom. Pretty much all of it. There is a tiny little white stone, for some reason I can't keep missing that thing, but not too much in the bottom. I think that's going to be a bit of a pebble, which is always good to get out because you don't want to get anything like that in the bottom of your pond, but that could have come out of the shower, so get rid of that. But this is what we're done regular. Don't be sticking your nose in there, so done regular and kept up to is very little in the way of mess and waste. So I'll tip it out, because I just chuck it down here in plants, because at the end of the day rotting vegetation is always good for your garden. So yeah, general fish poo and crud, plant matter, not too much. Turn it back into garden, let worms take care of it. Right, get the pond back together. Oh, actually, while we've got the net up, I get the back put away, and I think I'll bowl a fish or two up and just see if I've got any growth on the fish, because I'm pretty sure that fish has grown some. Right, yeah, right back to you. Let me just get this back side of the way and we'll have a look at one of the fish. Okay, so it was 30 centimetres when my son bought it from the last year. We measured it at the beginning of this season and it measured 38. Centimetres, so another 2 centimetres throughout this summer, which I know is not a great deal, but I'm not banging a lot into them. I'm not feeding them crazy amounts. But looking at it, in very nice condition. Lovely fish. Perfect marks, no marks on it, no damage. I'll just give you a view from the top so you can get a bit of a better shot. Yeah, beautiful, in very good condition. Obviously the biggest fish that I've got, 40 cm now. Maybe a tiny little bit of carp pops there on the fin, but minimal. I had noticed one thing, and I'll check the temperature of the pond, and from last week being in 19 to 20, it's dropped. When I came out on this look this morning, it was 14 degrees, so there you go. There's my Kajaku, sorry, Kajaku. I wish I could, I need to memorise these names a little bit better. Yeah, beautiful fish. So I was right, it has grown a bit, not a great deal, but 2 centimetres is better than no centimetres. Now I ain't going to do what I did the other day, and I have got, just so you guys know, I have got a koi sock on order, ready for any more of this kind of thing that I need to do. But for now, it's actually this is a landing net made specifically for carp, so that they can't get their fins damaged or caught up. Come on, there you go, boy. So that's one. I think I might have a look at the chag as well and see if that one's done any growing. Let's see if we can get another one out. Just to give you a quick look, guys. Back in the pond, swimming around, cruising about, not bothered, not really all that bothered about being took out, not bothered about being handled, which is nice. Let's see if we can get another one. A little tab. Doubt so. Again, this one's got a little bit of carp pox too, but nothing major. 28 centimetres, 27. I'll go for 27. Have a quick look. It could possibly be a little bit damaged on there on its fin. Like it could have knocked itself. A small bit of carp pox there on the top of the dorsal fin. But it was a little bit worse from when it came out of winter. And again, dropping back in with the net. the new fish which I got from the BKK show in Coventry. Main reason I'm getting this one out is just to have a look over it, make sure he's okay, no problem, no damages from obviously the last time. .34 centimetres. Let me have a quick look at him. Patterns on this fish is absolutely beautiful, stunning. It really stands out. £10 chap, that's all I can put over the side. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Anyway, right, we'll get this chap back in. There has actually been a little bit of growth for most of my own fish prior to this one. You know what? You want to say hello? Huh? Get the spooking in there. You passed inspection, yeah? Good lad. Well, I'm just going to test my theory. I don't want to see just how much, because I bother with my fish quite a bit. I want to see just how much it affects them and it bothers them. Being handled, being taken out, being netted. I've got a sneaky suspicion that it ain't going to bother them out later on. So I'm going to bang a little bit of food on. They haven't had any breakfast yet this morning. And let's see if any of them want to make an appearance. They might not, but we'll get to see whether or not it disturbs them being netted up or having a net in there. They are clustering up a little bit, they're hiding in lilies here. But there's the chag that just come out. There you go. Straight up for food. So don't be afraid to get them out, guys, because at the end of the day, if you'd been taken out your environment and then plonked back in by some dirty great big giant and then he threw you some food, they're coming up to eat. It obviously don't bother them that much, and you got to see that. Mind back, Zeus, come on, you got to see that live, guys. Oh, there's the new fish just been out, literally. There's no pause in the video there. They're not all that bothered as what we think they are. Anyway, I get the pond put back together, get my netting down. Now it's being vacked out, so that's a vac out, a net up of a few, and a quick feed within minutes of it, and they simply don't care. But I do spend a lot of time around them, so maybe that's it, or maybe they're just greedy little pigs. I'll get back to you in a bit. Right guys, so next stage, top pond back up. As you can see, the fish have polished off the breakfast, and I've still not topped the water back up yet. No, that's all gone. Oh, there's some grass in the pond there and all. Damn it, never mind. And a quick cup of coffee. There you go, guys. Superhero called Grandad. Shout out to my little mate Teddy. when he gets to watch this in years to come and he's grounded on YouTube, that'll embarrass him. So we'll get a little bit of dechlorinator banged in and then get the water topped up. So bear me 1 second. That will be my next purchase, I think, so I can get myself a dechlorinator free stage. But for now I'm going to continue to using the dechlorinator that I've got, as there's no point buying a free stage dechlorinator while I've still got some liquid dechlorinator that I can add to pond and then just top up. And for a small amount that I've just taken out, I'll just pour a drop 225 milliliter capsules in, and we'll get it topped back up. So while that tops up, next job I've got to do is remove my filters, get them ready, and then I'm just going to bang them on lawn and jet wash them off, because I'm also going to have to jet wash off these paw prints, because now my flags are nice and clean. You can see a nice little route where my dogs take up and back into the house. So I'll spin the camera back round, I'll bang you back down on a tripod, and then we'll get all that done. Be right back. Right guys, so you've seen this before, but mechanical filtration. I'm just going to give these a blast off and then bang them back in filter using my little jet wash. So I won't bother filming this for you because you've already seen me do it before, but I'll show you when they're all clean. And then I'm going to put some pure pond balls back in the filter into the biological side of it, and then pop these back in and switch it all back on. Be right back. Here we go, filters all done and clean, all nice and spotless again. Grass watered a bit. Look how clean you can get your filter floss. And it's mechanical filter, guys, so mechanical filter doesn't need to be washed off in pond water, because the mechanical filtration side of things is cleaned weekly. And if you're cleaning it weekly, there ain't no time or chance for beneficial bacteria to start growing. So your beneficial bacteria grows in your biological side of your filter, which for me is in that part there and that part underneath that stone. So the mechanical filter system you can wash off and clean off however you want. Obviously I've just put a little bit of dechlorinator in there, so the fact that I've washed it with water containing chlorine ain't an issue. Handful of pond balls, sprinkle them in a filter, and then put my filter pads back in. I'll get back to you in a sec. There we go guys, pond all back to normal, everything put back together, filters all clean, fish all looking for food as usual. Missed a few bits, but there's not as much in there now as what there was, so it's all nice and clean and tidy. The garden's all finished and the sun's out. What a difference a few hours can make. Oh, spin camera around. Right guys, that's it this week from Gazza's Koi Pond. Usual thing, if you've enjoyed what you see, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and a big thanks to all those new subscribers. Numbers keep going up. I'm chuffed a bit with how it's progressing, and until next time, see you soon. Take care.